Hello, welcome to Rockville Central. My name is Brad Rourke. I'm publisher of Rockville Central, and today I'm with City Council member Piotr Gajewski. Peter, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for being here, or thanks for inviting me here. We're in the Strathmore Music Center, or I should say the Music Center at Strathmore, right? That's how it's said. And we're here to talk to Piotr Gajewski about how it's been going as member of City Council. This is your first elected office.
That's right.
So what's the biggest surprise for you so far?
Maybe how much fun it is. I actually enjoy the job. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy listening to everybody. It's just been lots of fun. I've kind of taken to the job, and now it's about doing the job.
Great. Now, when we talked a little bit ago, when the campaign was in full swing, or just beginning, you'd mentioned that one of the things you want to work on is meaningful tax relief for the citizens of Rockville.
Absolutely.
And how's that going?
Well, I'm very committed to it, is how it's going. We're now just getting into the budget process. And it's a very difficult year because when I talk about taxes, I don't mean just taxes. I also mean taxes and fees. It's too easy to say, hey, we're lowering your tax rate while we're slapping the population with some new fee. So I'm looking very carefully at the total of those, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge because we have new water pipes that we need to put in, and that's going to be very costly. It's a completely new project. We have a storm water management project. That's going to be costly. So in that context, it's a challenge, but I'm very much committed to reducing the tax rate, which at this point I think we have a majority for. I think me and Councilmember Marcuccia and Councilmember Robbins are very committed to that. So. And
you think it's possible to do and still maintain the needed services?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have a Cadillac of a government, and there are a number of expenses that we have that are really luxuries, or in some cases that have outworn their usefulness. So I think we can definitely look at that. And Brad, even if we were to cut the tax rate 1 cent, we'll still be increasing revenue from taxes just because the assessment values have gone up so much. So the city will have enough money to operate on. Absolutely.
Great. Well, I certainly am glad to hear that, as is everyone, I'm sure. You mentioned the Cadillac form of government we have, and that brings up something interesting to me because I'm a civic geek, as you may know. You've been public in a number of ways about your opinions on the form of governance of the city. In one meeting, you floated the idea of switching to a strong mayor form. You're the person who's been spearheading an effort to, or brought up the issue and spearheading the effort to create a set of rules for the city council to operate under. At this point, it does not appear to be operating under any set of rules. Why this interest in governance?
Well, I think we need to have a government that operates in an efficient way and in a way that serves the public. With respect to the strong mayor issue, my concern is that the city of Rockville really doesn't have a person on the executive level of, say, County Executive Leggett or, say, Governor O'Malley. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to doing business with those entities, and I think we have at times failed to come to good understandings between Rockville and the county, or between Rockville and the state. When it comes to doing business with those entities, there's really no right matchup there. The mayor of Rockville currently is not an equal match to the county executive because the mayor is not the executive. Mm-hmm. She's simply she's one of the five of us. The only thing that she has in her portfolio that's different from the rest of the council members is she chairs the meetings and she makes appointments. Mm-hmm. So when it comes time to doing the city's business, is it Scott Ullery that should be meeting with Ike Leggett? Is it the mayor? Is it all of the mayor and council, which is obviously unwieldy? So that to me is unresolved and it doesn't work so well. With respect to the rules, well, that issue speaks for itself. I mean, bodies need rules, and I think in quick order we'll have some.
Yeah, I'm certain things are moving ahead on that. if you think back on the priorities that you had in the campaign, if you could just focus on maybe 2 or 3 that you thought were important coming in and talk about your progress on those.
Well, a number of things. I mean, one you've already mentioned, which we're looking forward to some tax relief, and if anything, that's become even stronger due to the economic climate, and also the fact that other jurisdictions are raising taxes on the same constituents. I mean, the state is raising taxes, the county will likely be raising taxes. So that's one very important. We've done a number of things. We're moving forward with a green building program. We have passed some financial operating guidelines, which are very important. We obviously resolved the trash issue, so now it's finally set on a track once and for all. Those are some of the things.
Great. What do you want your terms to be remembered for?
Well, Brad, first of all, I'm just getting started.
You're just getting started. Granted.
So
maybe it's an unfair question.
In terms of writing my legacy at this point, but the 2 things I'm really broad things that I'm working hard on right now are making sure that Rockville becomes a cultural destination, is thought of as a cultural destination. That's something that came out of our retreat. It's something that I feel strongly about. We're the seat of the county government. We need to be thought of as a cultural destination. By culture, I mean perhaps high culture, but also entertainment and sports. People need to be coming into Rockville to enjoy those. And the second thing is moving the city to the next level. There's a difference between a city of 40,000 and a city of 80,000. A few years ago, we were a city of 40,000. I think we need to become more mature in our thinking and maybe more responsible and thoughtful in how we move forward. Because a city of 80,000 really deserves a thoughtful, mature government.
Piotr Gajewski, you're focused on some big picture items for the city. Is there any question you wish I'd asked you?
Which character I'd be on Gilligan's Island?
Peter, if you were a member of the crew of the SS Minnow or one of the castaways on Gilligan's Island, who would you be?
Well, that would have to be Gilligan.
Why?
Well, as you know, we're heading into some difficult times with the economy and such, and it will involve some careful leadership. And you may recall that when the weather started getting rough and the tiny ship was tossed, if not for the courage of the fearless crew, the Minnow would be lost. And since the mayor, by definition, I think is the skipper, then I guess I'm Gilligan.
Excellent. From a place of courage, Piotr Gajewski, member of the City Council, thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you, Brad.